Really Truly Ruthie is a book starring Kit's best friend. I'm kinda sad Ruthie only got one book. I think she could have gotten a full 6 book series like Kit did. This book was written 7 years after Kit's series ended, presumably to coincide with the release of the American Girl Kit movie.
Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review.
This book takes place right after Kit's surprise, Book 3. It's the day after Christmas. Ruthie and her friend Kit spend the day in Cincinnati with their mothers. It's so much fun that Ruthie wishes it could last forever, like in a fairy tale. As Ruthie's dad said in Book 3, Kit's family is going to lose their house after the holidays if they can't make a mortgage payment. Kit's dad has a plan to come up with the money. He's being paid to drive a couple all the way to Florida. He'll be back in 8 days with the money he needs. Ruthie visits her father at the bank. She spins around in a chair when she sees the eviction notice for the Kittredges. She is shocked to see it's 2 days away. When Ruthie's father said after the holidays, he meant after Christmas, not after New Year's. You really should have been more specific about the date, Mr. Smithens. Your friend is about to lose his house because you're just like, oh, you're losing it sometime soon. Ruthie rushes to tell the Kittredges the bad news. Their only hope for getting enough money on time is to get it from Kit's Aunt Millie. Kit and Ruthie plan to take the train to visit her in person. Kit's older brother Charlie shows up at the train station the next day. He tries telling Ruthie to go home, but it's too late. She already bought round-trip tickets. Charlie insists on coming along as her chaperone. Ruthie thinks to herself, she's tired of being seen as goofy Ruthie, Kit's silly friend. She wants to be a hero who gets taken seriously for once. That's why she's trying so hard to find Aunt Millie. An old man tells them about a shortcut to Aunt Millie's town, and they catch a ride with 2 teenagers that Ruth shared food with earlier. Charlie warns Ruthie it's too optimistic to trust on the kindness of strangers in a life that's full of disappointment. Charlie's a real bummer, isn't he? I didn't expect that from him. Ruthie says she'd rather be foolish but hopeful than smart but suspicious. Aunt Millie and the rest of her town is having a big holiday party at the church. She takes charge of the situation. She forces the banker to let her get money, even though the bank is closed for the night. The entire town uses lanterns to flag down the night train so Ruthie and Charlie can get back to Ohio on time. When Charlie thanks Ruthie for all her help, she realizes she doesn't want to be a big hero. She just wants to help her friends. And so she asks Charlie and Kit to keep her involvement a secret. The end. Post-book follow-up. I think this book fits well with the Kit books. Book 4 kind of glosses over the story of how the Kittredges got out of mortgage trouble. It's nice to get more information on how that happened, and it's also nice to see Charlie be Ruthie's companion for most of the book. I think he showed up more in this book than all of the Kit books put together. In the text, Really Truly Ruthie has a comma between the words really and truly. The title doesn't keep the comma! I haven't seen a book title ignore commas like that since Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I like how this book has 1932 on the cover because it takes place in 1932. The Kit books that took place in 1932 had a different year on their covers, which totally confused me. Overall, I thought this book was a good addition to the series. It shows there is some depth to Ruthie. Charity and poverty are big themes in Kit's series, and they are explored in this book. It's also nice to see Aunt Millie. Liked her too. I'm sure that fans of the Kit series were pleasantly surprised when this book came out. I give Really Truly Ruthie a thumbs up.